Hey guys, Hucks Sports Cards here. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Well guys, I'm going to do a video today on top 10 iconic cards that I believe that are the iconic cards, I guess, in my thoughts, right? I was listening to Mike, the baseball collector, his show this morning while I was going for a run, and he said, hey, he wanted everybody to do a list of their top 10 iconic cards. So I'm going to do that today. Actually, he said iconic cards, but then I went back and looked at his headline and it said baseball cards. So I actually did a video of my top 10 iconic cards of all sports, and I guess I shouldn't have done that. I should have done baseball. So now I'm doing this one for baseball, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to just add the other one on there at the end of this video. I'm just going to add that on there. So here we go. Top 10 iconic cards in my opinion. Obviously number one is a 1952 Mickey Mantle Topps baseball card, even though I don't believe that's his rookie card. I believe the 1951 Bowman is actually his rookie card in my mind. And then the second one is the 1909 T206 Honus Wagner card. Obviously those two cards are probably going to be on everybody's list because everybody hears about those cards when they sell and stuff like that. They're always the top selling cards. So, and then now I'm going to say number three, but it's not in any kind of really order. It's just, 10 cards that I believe they're iconic cards. And I actually use that iconic. It's really just my favorite cards, okay, from my childhood. So 1963 Topps Pete Rose card. That's in my list of favorites all time. It's really because I'm a fan of the Big Red Machine. I grew up in Kentucky, close to Cincinnati, and so we used to come to spring training and watch the Reds back in the 70s and stuff, and early 80s in Florida here. So that card, when you see that card when I was a kid, it's like, wow, Pete Rose rookie card, right? So and then my next card is a 1954 Hank Aaron. So that card is just an awesome card as well, his rookie card. Also from that 1954 set that I would consider an iconic card, and I guess just because of the miscut on most of those cards and just seeing that like that, is the 1954 Topps Ernie Banks. So that Ernie Banks card, obviously everybody that collects cards and has been around it knows that to get that thing centered from top to bottom is just almost non-existent a card, really hard to do. So next card is the 1933 Gowdy Babe Ruth. I guess you could pick which one you want. I mean, there's quite a few of them, and so, but that card is definitely, those cards are definitely iconic cards for Babe Ruth. I know he's got, what is it, the 1914 card or whatever like that, but I don't know, the 33 Gowdy to me of Babe Ruth is really those iconic cards. Also the 1948 Leaf Jackie Robinson, that card right there, being that everything he did for baseball and race relations and stuff like that, I just think that's definitely an iconic card. Then you got, I'm going to go with this one here. Johnny Bench is my all-time favorite player when I was a kid and stuff, and that's, like I said, that's why Pete Rose is on this list as well. And it's not Johnny Bench's rookie card, it's a second-year card, the 1969 Topps baseball card, the Johnny Bench card. When I was a kid and I saw that card, and I got that card because when I was a kid, I got all Johnny Bench cards. I had it just in a binder all by themselves because he was my favorite player. But that card, when I got that card, that was like a wow moment. And so that's why I have to put that one on my list. And then you got two cards here that are not old cards, but the '89 Upper Deck King Griffey Jr. I mean, everybody knows that card. I mean, they mass produced that card, so it's not like it's worth a lot of money or anything like that, but it's, you know, from my childhood and everything. So it's just kind of, well, I guess I say my childhood. I would have been what, 21 at the time, but that card is just kind of like, you know, sticks out as one of them from being a kid and collecting. And then obviously the 1980 Rickey Henderson. You know, you didn't know about it at first, that card was going to be something. When you were opening packs, you really didn't even give that card a second thought, but then years later you're like, oh wow, that's really the only great card, you know, rookie card out of that set. I think, what was the other one, Dave Stieg or whatever, from, what was it, was it Blue Jays, I believe. So but yeah, that's my 10 cards right there. Let me recap them for you. It's 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle, 1909 T206 Honus Wagner, and 1963 Topps Pete Rose, 1969 Topps Johnny Bench, 1954 Ernie Banks, 1954 Hank Aaron, 1933 Gowdy Babe Ruth, 1949 Leaf Jackie Robinson, the 1989 Upper Deck King Griffey Jr., and then the 1980 Rickey Henderson. So that's my top 10 iconic / favorite cards that I see. That, you know, when I think of baseball cards, that's the 10 I probably think of as the top for me. So, like I said, I actually made a mistake and made a video of my top 10 iconic / favorite cards, and I did it for all sports. So I'm going to put that video after this one, being that I made a mistake and had to go back and just do baseball. But guys, I really appreciate you watching today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do so. I'm close to 700 subscribers, so I'd love to get to that. But I'm looking forward to seeing everybody else's list as well. And if you get a chance, make your, if you're going to make a list of your top 10 baseball, maybe also make a list of your top 10 just favorite iconic cards of all time, no matter what sport it is. So, but guys, I appreciate you watching today, and we'll see you later. Hey guys, Hucks Sports Cards here. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Well guys, I want to do a video today, and it's been a while since I've done a video, but I saw baseball collector Mike Monahan. He did a video the other day, and he said he wanted everybody to do their top 10 iconic cards. And so I want to do that today. So matter of fact, let's just get started right now. So for my first card, which this is an easy one, and I imagine a lot of people are going to have a lot of the same cards, probably the first 6 or 7 anyway. But obviously my first card would be the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle. That's definitely an iconic card. And even though I don't consider that his rookie card, I consider his 51 Bowman to be his actual rookie card. But you know, the 52 card is definitely the one that everybody talks about, and I think it's the one that sold for the most money, matter of fact. So all right, number 2. Now this is not any real order of how I believe, it's just I'm just giving you my order. So the second card would be the 1909 T206 Honus Wagner card, which obviously I think that the Mickey Mantle and the Wagner card are the two most expensive cards and everything. So number 3 would be 1986 Flair Michael Jordan card. I think we can all agree that's the iconic card. That's if you want a basketball card, that's probably the main one there. I mean, there's some other ones too, and matter of fact, I have another one on my list here. So the next one, which is my 4th one on my list, is the 1979 OPC Wayne Gretzky. And the reason why I just picked the OPC, you could pick the Topps or OPC, but OPC is usually worth more money and everything. And I'm assuming that's because of probably less runs on there. But yeah, so the Wayne Gretzky card. Matter of fact, the first hockey game I ever saw, I moved to St. Louis, and I want to say it was like early 80s to mid 80s. And when I moved to St. Louis with the family, my mom bought us tickets to go see the St. Louis Blues play, and just so happened they were playing the Edmonton Oilers, and that was the reason why she bought the tickets, because everybody knows who Wayne Gretzky was. And as I watched that, just the warm-ups, you could actually tell who the best player in the world was just by how he warmed up and his skating around, how much better he was of a skater than anybody. So that was kind of cool. Okay, my fifth card would be the 1980 Topps Bird and Magic card, and Dr. J is on that as well. But yeah, I remember growing up and collecting cards, and I remember going to the convenience store for my mom, getting bread and milk and stuff like that, and she would always give me like $1 and some change for tax, and I would buy like 4 or 5 packs with that. And I remember getting those basketball cards, and the first time opening them, seeing the 3 cards on there, and it was just like, oh wow, this is different. And tried to collect that whole set, which was crazy because of the numbers on the back. But yeah, so that would be card number 5. So okay, card 6 would be the 1958 Topps Jim Brown. I always just thought that was just because Jim Brown, to me, was probably the greatest running back of all time, if you take into account how many years he played, because he retired really in his prime to start doing movies and stuff. So I think that the years he played, he was the greatest. I think he actually has most rushing. His rushing average is higher than anybody else's, per play. And so my next one would be the 1963 Topps Pete Rose, and that's really because I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan. I grew up being a Big Red Machine fan. We used to come to Florida and watch spring training and stuff. So my favorite player was Johnny Bench, but Pete Rose was right up there as well and everything. So my next one would be the 1976 Walter Payton. So 2 football cards there in my set. I think I have just 2, yeah. And so that Walter Payton one, though, for one thing, my son, one of my boys is named Peyton, and he's actually named after Walter Payton, because my wife is from Chicago and grew up, like Bears fan and Cubs fan and all that stuff. And so she was really big, fan of Walter Payton, and she wanted to name one of the kids Peyton, so we did. And so yeah, so that's next card there. I think it was 8. All right, so my next one is the 1969 Topps Lou Alcindor. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but on the card is Lou Alcindor. I just think that's an iconic card, and I hate to throw out the word iconic. It's but that's what he asked. He said, what you think is your iconic cards, which my favorite cards, the ones that when I saw them when I was a kid, that you were like, oh wow, I can't believe that I got that card, but definitely the 1969 Topps Lou Alcindor would definitely be one of those. And then, so here's my dilemma here. Like when he asked what he thought the most iconic cards were, I mean, everybody has a different opinion, I guess. And are you saying you think the most iconic card of what everybody thinks is what would be the top 10, or is it what you think and what really in your mind is an iconic card? Because growing up, like I said, I was a Johnny Bench fan, and so his rookie card, because it had somebody else on there, and it didn't look as good as his second year card. So me growing up as a little kid and getting a 1969 Topps Johnny Bench card, even though it wasn't his rookie card, to me that was like magical, right? And so I had to put that 69 Topps Johnny Bench card in my list of iconic cards for me. So, but I did want to put an honorable mention. So, because it's hard to leave this one out. I really had 11 instead of 10, so I guess I'm cheating a little bit, right? But I feel like that 1954 Topps Hank Aaron. I mean, that's an iconic card. I mean, you could just go on and on and on. What, the 54 Ernie Banks? If you can get that one that's not cut wrong from top to bottom. I mean, that's, you know. But yeah, so let's go back. So my 10 cards were the 52 Topps Mickey Mantle, the 1909 T206 Honus Wagner, 1986 Flair Michael Jordan, 1979 OPC Wayne Gretzky, 1980 Topps Bird Magic, 1958 Topps Jim Brown, 1963 Topps Pete Rose, 1976 Topps Walter Payton, 1969 Topps Lou Alcindor, and 1969 Topps Johnny Bench, with honorable mention to the 54 Topps Hank Aaron. So guys, that's my top 10/11, and I'd like to see everybody else's. I'm looking forward to these videos coming out, and I'm going to tag Mike, Baseball Collector, in this, and I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, what everybody else's top 10 lists. Well, guys, I appreciate you watching today. I'm glad I was able to do a video. It's been a while. The family's out of town. Matter of fact, they went to the St. Louis Cardinals and Yankees game last night. So, but guys, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I ask that you do so. I'm getting close to 700 subscribers, so I'd love to get there. But guys, I appreciate it, and you have a blessed day.